I will ask you, do you think that loneliness is something that is necessary to achieve greatness?
That's a deep question. I'm wondering why you ask that. In my version of Uncle Scrooge, I try to depict him as a very lonely person. But is he a great person? I don't know. It's like the question of Charles Foster Kane, who's a very lonely man. And loneliness is, I think possibly that loneliness is an aspect that makes people turn inward and achieve some sort of greatness sometimes. May I ask you a question? Why do you ask that?
Because reading your Duck Dynasty, I thought that maybe Scrooge became what he did because he was lonely for the most part of his life.
Well, that's true. Now, I don't know. I think you asked if that's necessary to be a great
Yes.
man. But in Scrooge's case, that's what made him very rich. He was a great man before he was rich, though.
Yes. So I want to know what's greatness for you?
Greatness is just to be able to do what you want in life. Well, what sort of greatness? Greatness to affect other people's lives in a positive way. Somebody like Mother Teresa, that's one sort of greatness. Somebody who can achieve inventions that affect lots of lives in a positive way. Personal greatness is if you're just content with your personal life, I guess. You've achieved everything you need. You don't need lots of money to be happy. You know how to be perfectly happy with just enough money to pay the bills. That's something I think I've achieved. I don't know if that's great, but it feels okay.
I want to know if there's something in your life that has the same value as the number one coin as to Scrooge.
A single item. Well, there's the one thing that I display the most prominently in my comic book vault is my one owner copy. Actually, it belonged to my sister originally, but the 1952 first issue of Uncle Scrooge comics. That's sort of like my number one dime. That's what caused me, that comic more than any other inspired me to create comics, and then that's the reason I ended up here today.
Uncle Scrooge has a chest where he takes all the important things of his life. Do you have something? What's in your life chest?
That would be, I think, my house. My house is packed with things I've collected ever since I was maybe 10 years old. And it's much bigger than Scrooge's chest. Those are the things that mean the most to him. I guess inspired by him, I've got a much bigger chest than he does.
Family is very important in your work. Do you think that Uncle Scrooge, without family, wouldn't be so rich and so great?
I don't think he has a family. He seems to be cut off from his family. That's something I tried to make a point of. And I've always been cut off from my family. That's maybe part of the thing I put into Scrooge that I share with him.
Last question. Do you know that in Italy there's a Facebook page called 20s That Cry reading Don Rosa's Duck Dynasty? Do you know that? And it has 60,000 likes. Do you know it?
No, and I think you're kidding me.
No, it's true, it's true. Every day they post pictures of your work and they cry, literally.
All right, I'm going to have to find out. You'll have to give me the address of that so I can see if you're not teasing me.
It's true, it's true.
Okay.
Okay.